Here is a Lasko 20-inch box fan model 3733 from 2000 to 2001. So this is the first generation of Lasko box fans to use a tuner cam motor, and the last of Lasko box fans to use the thicker motor mountings that used to mount the marker motors before um, they made the newer motor. But yeah. Um, so pretty much I got this out of a trash bag last night. And impressingly enough, it was not that dirty. It did have some grimy dust on it, so it was not really that hard to clean off like most box fans I come across with. Um, Especially since the box fans that I mostly come across with which are a bunch of cheap ones. Most of those box fans, they tend to have broken blades, broken grills, very brittle blades or brittle grills, or the motor will be covered up with dust that will pretty much cause them to have problems, or they'll be dead already. And apart from that, they will have missing switches, broken handles, and other type of stuff, which is pretty common to see on a lot of box fans that have seen long periods of use. This one, surprisingly, it was somewhat cleaner, and something tells me that this fan here was used for probably 1 year at best, um, considering that it did not have like extensive accumulations of dust whatsoever, and also the fact that this fan is pretty much almost looks new. So I might guess this was kept in a box for a very long time now. But since its purchase, because once again of the condition it's in, um, so there's your take a good look at it. Actually, let me take this camera here. So yeah, there's your motor. These were infamous for causing fires, but this motor still runs fine. There's not really an issue with it. So as long as you keep these coils clean, there should not be any fire hazard present. And yeah, this is one of these models that has the non thermal fuse plug, of course. But yeah, there wasn't really that much of concern at the time here. I did somewhat clean it. Not all the dust came out, but once again, this was probably used in the kitchen, as most of these window fans are. And therefore, not many people do care about them. But yeah, it's a very powerful fan, I must say, though. And this is pretty much at the time that Lasko was making these wider blade sets that have a lot of steep pitch in them. So therefore, they blow a whole ton of air here. And apart from that, this thing is very stable too. Doesn't knock over like the modern 3733s, which you knock one over and then the blade breaks. Alright, so let's start on the low. Now, at least I might say the low speed is not as slow as the McMillan motors on some liquid box fans that I keep noticing. For some reason, that is the case. Not on this motor, though. Airflow is quite gentle, as you see right there. I actually kind of like how quiet it is. I could probably run this on the window, no problem. Probably be able to sleep with this. But yeah, I barely use box fans, and I barely collect them, as you already know if you have seen my channel for the past 3 years. But yeah, I just took one of these in because I have not seen one of these in probably a good while. Medium. And of course, this has a very good um, difference in speeds. Now, when I did tested this fan out, it was running very slowly. So I kind of thought that there might be some issue with the motor itself or a capacitor, or it might be just a bearing issue. It turned out that it was just bearings that needed a bit of oiling. Now, even though this has better aerodynamics compared to the D-Blades, I'm still willing to bet that the Galaxy from the 1970s will still outbeat these things. Alright. And of course, there we have some decent spin down timing. But yeah, these are very good box fans, and they're probably the last ones to perform this well before Lasko started using weaker motors in the mid 2000s. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So that's the 2000 to 2001 Lasko Model 3733 20-inch box fan.